Dani Olmo and Fabian Ruiz are the two most important players for Spain in the final. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I want to talk about the analysis of the final. We're almost there. Less than 24 hours left, and we're going to see Spain versus England. That's going to be an unbelievable game. Let's get started. Before the analysis, I want to talk about how both teams looked in the semifinal. England against Netherlands. We saw the type of England that were okay with being in a deficit. They're okay with that. They got the penalty goal, making 1-1. That England squad, Netherlands had a lot of fires at the goal, but the defensive solidity was there. I saw that England team, they're calm. They're okay with being put on the accelerator. They were okay with being on the back lines, getting supported by their back line and being very solid. And at the end, they got that goal. Spain, they were flawless. They've not lost a game. They've completely kept the momentum. It was the first time they went down on the deficit. They were losing 1-0 against France. That was shocking, but they bounced back. We saw their ability to be calm, put their team on the accelerator, and get that goal. The main thing for both these teams is going to be their lineup. And one of the things that I think is going to be very important is being able to keep that defensive solidity, because all the games have been very tight. They're all going to be down to the wire. Look at the last Euro final. They went to penalties. That's why I think anyone who concedes, they have to have that firepower to get that going. I think both teams do have it, but on the pressure, it's going to be hard if any of these teams fall really early on the deficit. Let's look at the lineups. Spain are going to line up very similar to their old game against France. So 4-2-3-1 is something I expect them to do, with the main focus going to be Lamine Yamal and Morata to get the goals. But I think Dani Olmo and Fabian Ruiz are going to be the two most important players for the game. I'll let y'all know that a little bit later. And England, I believe, are going to line up very similar to their previous knockout games with a 3-4-2-1. And there, I believe, the two most important players are going to be Kobbie Mainoo and Phil Foden, because Bukayo Saka has been attacking and been so flary as a left midfielder. So when he tracks front, I want to see how Foden and Manu can adjust, because Spain could counterattack really quickly. They'll put England on a pressure that could allow Spain to get a goal. In this game, I think most of the game will be played on the left side, I believe, with Nico Williams, Dani Olmo, Fabian Ruiz, and Cucurella. And they're going to be against Phil Foden. When England attack, Fabian Ruiz has to tuck in to take out Kobbie Mainoo, so Dani Olmo can push in just in case to take out Bukayo Saka. Nico Williams need to tuck in, and that's why most of the game is going to be played on that side. The other thing is, I believe whenever Spain are going to attack, Dani Olmo is going to be the man that's not going to be marked. Because if you see, the three forwards are going to match well with the three center backs for England. That means Kyle Walker takes Nico Williams, Stones takes Morata, and I think Gueye is his name. My bad if I mispronounced it. We'll take Lamine Yamal. That leaves out Dani Olmo, and I believe so, Fabian Ruiz is going to be blocked by Phil Foden. That means Dani Olmo would have to be blocked by Kobbie Mainoo, but Fabian Ruiz and Dani Olmo have been really good at flipping positions, getting back on the back line against Germany, against all the teams in the group stage they played. Italy, they played Croatia, and that's why I believe it's going to be Phil Foden and Kobbie Mainoo who's going to have to have that communication to not get caught by Dani Olmo, because Dani Olmo is going to be the guy who's going to track literally behind Morata, and when John Stones or Walker take one of the wingers or strikers out, Dani Olmo is going to pop out of nowhere and get that goal, or pop out of nowhere and get that assist. Same with Fabian Ruiz. He's been really good at being in the shooting positions just so that it's caught by surprise. Just out of nowhere, he shows up. Those two are going to be the big ones for Spain. For England, I believe the biggest one is going to be the Jude Bellingham position, because Bellingham and Rodri are going to face really well against each other. Whoever gets it better may have the momentum shift on that side, because that side is protected with the experience of Nacho. Carvajal is going to come back, and Rodri. But you have Bellingham, Kane, Trippier, Declan Rice. It's going to be the experience on that side. That's why I think the left side is going to be the dramatic, the youngsters going to push to get that goal. And that's why I think Spain, I may edge it, because Dani Olmo, Fabian Ruiz have been an unbelievable form, and Rodri, I think, is going to log down Bellingham. So I think the goal prediction for me is going to be 2-1 Spain, but I think it's going to go to extra time. And I hope my prediction comes right for the final game of the Euros. And I'll see y'all next time. Please watch my last 2 videos. One on what's my motivation and why motivation is really important. And the second is on if I was going back to college as a freshman, what are the mistakes I would correct? And I'll see y'all next time.